makes his shots here tonight. Game 5 starting lineups. It'll look like this. Trey Burke is back in there. The Mavericks with the first possession here, decked out in the blue uniforms. This is technically a Clipper home game, and how about a hit right out? So a lot of Tim Hardaway Jr. in Game 4, had 21 points. Mavericks have shown they have some balance.
That's because his coach is a great coach, an ex-player, and he understands you got to get guys into rhythm. You got to believe in them.
Dorian Finney-Smith hits his board. They have alternated wins in this series. Doncic with the runner, scores in the lane.
That you like from the toughness from a basketball point of view.
Down in the corner, Hardaway with Kawhi on him. Now he shoots over Kawhi Leonard and hits his night started. Dallas has already got 3 on the board.
He and Trey Burke have done such a great job. Now, look for Dallas tonight to gamble a little bit, and they did on that last play.
We'll get it organized. Dallas up 11-7 as we just get underway here in the nightcap. Doncic all the way in.
Guys getting you to the lane, giving you a little bit of extra room, and Cleveland that time doing a good job.
George gets a friendly bounce. George. Finney-Smith kicks it. Here's Kleba. He keeps firing and finally gets one to go.
Keep encouraging your guys because he's going to play the right way, and he's going to have to spread that ball around.
There's a good look from Finney-Smith. Here's Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard that's Hardaway on Kawhi Leonard. They clear it out. He backs his way in. The turnaround is true. Oh, another chance here for the Clippers. Paul George active early on the drive, trying to clear some space, and George scores at the basket.
It's not the words of your enemies that hurt you, but the silence of your friends, and I think that's the frustration that some NBA players feel. And for making sure you put a focus on the killing of unarmed black men and women in America.
Hopefully he does pull through this. But we need change, and we need to examine why we're here and own it and fix it. So 7-point Clipper lead, under 5.5 to go in this first quarter, and Kawhi pulls a long 2 and he hits it to have a couple of assists. Kawhi trying to extend this run, gets deep, and Leonard scores. And explosive leaping ability. He can get to a place with those jump hooks that most can't deny. There's Doncic. Scores the runner, and he is screaming at the officials for an and one. So Luka, he's starting to drift into technical foul territory here shortly. Landry Shamet.
It's kind of like what Coach Popovich said, and you have to show this, but it's appropriate fear. That right there, that cheering, that getting each other going, they're saying we got it.
Doncic trying to turn the corner, does so off the glass. Easy for him. 13-point game. Trey Burke trying to catch Kawhi Leonard. All the way around the floor it goes. Reggie Jackson hits a 3 from the corner.
Be on the edge of their seats and almost worried, like, are we going to make this? And so Doc Rivers knows that he has to keep the confidence.
Shot clock down to 8. Williams goes to work. Curry's on him. Behind the back, kick it. Morris for 3. Yes. Right. Here's George. Morris keeps it alive. Kawhi runs it down. Shot clock is off. Leonard goes quickly. It scores to late. Off the Mavericks bench with Memphis last year. And Wright patient gets the scoop and count
the pace. And you have to do that by getting in the defensive lanes, getting a couple turnovers early.
If you're just joining us once again, as George on the take, takes on Boban and scores. For the Los Angeles Clippers, he continues to sit with a calf injury. There's a block by Harrell. Clippers have tightened up defensively. Harrell goes to the hole, gets a friend.
Never settles. He's a bucket getter. He's a hooper. He's not just a specialist.
Williams drives, scores, and is fouled.
Curry pushed me in the back.
Curry, another runner, and that rattles home. You know, Chris, scoring inside just like that. Mavericks need him. Here's George. Little set shot is good.
Good to see Reggie Jackson back in.
See what he has. He's going to fire up a 3-pointer and squares it up right down.
Prior to tonight's game, Doc Rivers showed that same confidence, saying that he's told Paul George, just keep shooting, keep being him. Now you've got cell phones, you've got social media, all these people that can come at you with all this advice. Coach Doc Rivers said, I hope Paul George is listening to none of them.
On the floor. Doncic back on the floor, was getting some regular treatment, some heat on that ankle, and Trey.
To me, has just been inspiring in these playoffs. When I watch him play, I watch him playing like he's trying to Another shot by Paul George. With this game the other night, he comes into the playoffs with only a few points, and the other night, he just goes off.
How satisfying is it for him as Hardaway hits
to Coach Doc Rivers and did the circle of bases sign, like check it over. Oh, beautiful. Backdoor.
Injured ankle, Chris.
Yeah, they all tighten up, and Luka's just going to try to keep things loose. And speaking of
how effective he will be, Mavs already without Kristaps Porzingis tonight, second consecutive game. Doncic turns it over, looking for a foul. Might give the Clippers a block there. Jackson, nifty dribbling, dishes one to Shamet, who hits a three. The year today. Congratulations to Giannis. His speech was so great as Jackson lines another one up. No, and Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Luka is really laboring out there.
Morris for three, got another one, and the run continues. Doncic showed a three on his way in, and the runner's no good. Kleber there, offensive board and a putback. Two massive runs for the Clippers in this game. Doncic whistles one over to Finney-Smith. He's got a three.
Doncic waved every
seed, second best record behind the Lakers, and many expecting a Lakers-Clippers Western Conference Finals as Hardaway hits a three.
Montreal Heralds and others on the bench get their rhythm going, so you want them to have an extended period of playing time. Kawhi, bang.
Double figures, and there is so much chatter. I don't know how much of this is being deleted where you're watching this game. But what we're hearing, and Marcus Morris stirred it up with Lillard 37-foot dagger last year in Portland, and then Indiana the 2 years before that. George on the lob. They set up the first between Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Up to 78 on the board. There's a block inside. Zubac, a presence in the middle. Landry Shamet will find George. This feels like George is trying to put together a monster game. This is the moment. I don't know, man. Marcus Morris going right.
Screaming fans in their own arena.
Doncic with 14 and 7. George gets by and he's fouled, and now.
You know what? I really hope that we get through this game.
Last night to the Blazers, and I'm wondering if it in fact does have any influence.
100%. It has to do with teams and every night. And now that everybody's saying, oh, this is the Lakers team that we thought, yeah, that hurts the Clippers' ego a little bit.
Luka Doncic.
Others showed up. AD. Lakers looking good.
Now they really shot it well yesterday. Nice block by Kleber. And that'll be Dallas. Here's Doncic now working on Zubac. Quick release. No. George with a rebound. Clippers trying to push it. Down the corner. That is Shamet for three to this Clipper team. Shamet now with 11 points. Here's Hardaway. Answers with it. Here comes Doncic and the Mavericks. And Doncic gets it in deep. Scores on Morris. Doncic pulled the trick on Sunday. That had been the only one, the only walk-off in a playoff game for the Mavericks, as TV and radio and go through the whole season, put in the work, and not able to be here to experience the bubble. And thinking about those guys, too. They're doing a great job covering these games.
Definitely.
Off the monitors, and it's Doc Rivers challenged the call. Rick Carlisle's argument here to Kane Fitzgerald was he already has the ball. He got a tee, and then Carlisle didn't back off, and ultimately Kane Fitzgerald's running the show in a playoff game as Rick Carlisle is out. Here's Lou Williams on the take and scores. That was a big turning point in Game 1. Dallas did answer in Game 2. There's Zubac. Nice feet. As you saw this unfold, just give us your understanding of why it all went down in your mind, and just maybe give us the rule as well about when.
Yeah, you know, all the playoff games are very difficult, Brian, you know, and high intensity, high emotion.
In that first half. Here's Hardaway with Kawhi Leonard on him. Bouncy is Hardaway, and the nice playoff run here for the Mavericks in this series. Had 21 points in 35 minutes in Game 4. There's an answer by so many different ways. You can tell he's not 100% here tonight, not even close to that. Nice take to the basket. Michael Kidd.
You're wrong, man.
Kenny's he's the target tonight, man. He's wearing it in that studio. That's Kawhi Leonard, and there is space on the shelf. The greatest. Here's DeLon Wright cashes in a 3 in Game 5. And all Clippers in this one. Lou Williams, man, it's just him in Game 4. And he did that in just 34 minutes. Bullet pass. Right, the catch and the finish. Nice.
11 turnovers tonight, and they've given their opponents 22 points.
Here goes Jackson. And high off the window.
George, he's missed wide open shots. 0 for 9 on shots in the games that they've lost. Games 2 and 4. 0 for 9
lead. Just underway in this fourth quarter. And Trey Burke, man, as he found his team and his game here in the bubble. His second playoff series. Hadn't scored a point in the playoffs until this year. George fouled by shout out. Just do better.
Sorry, Matty. Sorry.
Here's Montrezl Harrell for 3. He's got it. In the favor for him. Love seeing that. This is a tight-knit group. George leaves it. Montrezl Harrell. Empty. There's just app for more details. Paul George, 13th career 30-point for PG-13. Now you say it's time.
Yeah, it's definitely
5 for George tonight. Harrell goes to the cup. Josh Reeves on the floor for the Mavericks. It's DeLon Wright who's in as well. Shamma turns it over. Jackson running it. Up ahead, Wright. And a two-handed jam. Wow, man, I'm telling you what. Antonius Cleveland has some serious hops.
Yeah.
And he's going back again.
Same
score this
move.
time. Really enjoying all this. Every minute is valuable in the NBA, especially when it comes in the playoffs. It's Patrick Patterson. It's at 125 career playoff games. First time he's ever been ejected. It was a frustrating night for Dallas, and it started in the first Clipper team that looks like it's starting to find some footing. Your thoughts?
If I'm Dallas, I'm always going to believe because we have a championship coaching pedigree. We have a great young player.
20th made 3 in this game. 20 for 31, 65% success. Mavericks set an NBA record with an offensive rating of 116.7 this year. Harrell scores again.
Watch the dribble handoff as he sets the screen as well. But Patterson,
he's feeling it, man. Wow. Presented by Kia. Coming up next, EJ, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq against the Dallas Mavericks.
yeah, I think that's the year I actually hurt my knee in Dallas. And so wasn't around for that game, but boy, we used to have fun. Hitting them in the head, yeah, hit me on the Instagram, fans. We used to hit y'all in the head with the great Dirk Nowitzki.
3-pointer. Under a minute to go. All Clippers tonight. And they will take a 3-2 advantage. They will have...
And I wish I could hear the conversation between him and Lewis. They're laughing with each other.
Clippers shoot 63.1% from the